So this is how I like to start off in the morning. I like to put it on the day chart and just look where we at far as last trading day, which is this is Thursday. And on ES, this is Thursday. So on the ES, you can see we are inside the daily high and low. On NQ, we have already took out the daily high, which that could be an SMT for a down day, could be. But after that, I like to go to 4 hours. I like to really start the markup on 4 hour chart. But sometime on the daily, you can have something like this in new week start, new week opening gap, or you could have a big fair value gap that you need to pay attention to. But I really don't see anything on the daily chart. So we go down to the 4 hour, and I like to come in from the right side and go in and find the a major pivot like here. We'll call it drawn liquidity. And same thing, drawn liquidity on the ES. And if you come in from this side, you got previous week high. But on the ES, we quite didn't make previous day high. So we'll do that. So you can see we can move. So these are my first draws on liquidity for the day. As you can see, this is 30,339, and right now we at 30,007. So let's just say 400 points this way, 300 points that way. We can easily move there because you can check out your last 5 days of ATR by counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and just go by the average. That's almost 1,500 points divided by 5 is we move by average 300 points a day. So hitting them areas is possible. So we'll go back to the 4 minute. We marked out the draws on liquidity that I think for the day. Now we just look for some fair value gaps inside here, because if we go outside there, you got to reanalyze. So on the 4 hour, I really don't see it. Oh, there we go. On the ES, you got. I hate when this thing, when the ES and NQ are just off. This side been mitigated. Well, you don't have a candle that's enclosed above it, so you can mark it. I don't know. You know, marking up your chart is so subjective. But anyway, this is a 4 hour bearish, 240-minute bearish fair value gap. And you could mark this one because a candle hasn't closed inside this. So at 10 o'clock, this might, then I would remove this. But right now, we'll put it on 240-minute fair value. All right, then you go down to the hour and look for some fair value gaps, which on the NQ, you're right in the middle of this 4 hour. Hold on, let's just say 240. Why is this only 1 hour? Oh, I'm on the 1 hour chart. Okay. So on the 1 hour chart, you really don't have to mark up anything because you got this big 4 hour fair value gap. 4 hour fair value gap super succeeds a 1 hour fair value gap because it's bigger. So on the 1 hour chart, on NQ, one thing I really see is right here. And you don't have anything on the ES. So 60-minute bearish fair value gap. Bearish. 60-minute bearish fair value gap. So on the 1 hour, on the ES, we just marked up that 60 minutes up there. Now on the NQ. So on the ES, we can mark this one because this one here, I mean, you inside the 4 hour. There's really no use paying attention to the 1 hour. But anyway, we can mark this. Because these two together, I'm just going to mark the whole thing. So that's a 60-minute fair value. Yeah. So that's week. 60-minute fair value. Bears, I'm sorry. 60-minute bears. I know I said earlier we could go down because of the daily SMT, because NQ has took daily high and ES has not. But the only thing about my trading, I'm not gonna go short. Hold on. Excuse me. I will go short. I'm sorry. I will go short in a bearish fair value gap. So if we start going down inside here, we will try to go for these. We would look to go for these first draw liquidity or even previous day low. But the first draw I would be looking to get into would be this one. Then I go down to a 15-minute and just look and see if we got more SMTs. Just look and see what's been going on this morning. So to me, it looked like we're in accumulation because look at all this. Look like it's just accumulation. This really look like accumulation. So could this be accumulation? Some sort of distribution? Come on down. Accumulation. This was some sort of distribution. No, I'm sorry. Accumulation, manipulation. This was manipulation and distribution down. But on the 15-minute, that's the only thing to stand out. There's a lot of accumulation right there. Since 3 a.m. 15 minutes. And you know what? This could be manipulation. So we manipulated into the, on the NQ, we manipulated into the daily high to the previous day high. ES, we did not. And now we distribute down. So that's my thesis for today. So the only way we go long today, if we can catch a quick setup inside here. Quick setup inside here to the top. But you got to be out where you got to be profit or move your stop to break even by the time you get right there, and then see if we can go through. That's pretty much it for today.